Hello everyone, this is Sheila, the Powell Pond Princess, and I'm Jack, the Hoosier Hippie.
Hello, everyone.
And today I'm going to talk about what you should bring over with you when you finally decide to move here to the Philippines. Just to give you a little bit of background, I was here in the Navy quite a while ago, back in the 70s, and I learned about the Philippine culture then, and I learned a little bit about the Philippines itself and their people, and fell in love with them. And I vowed that someday I would return, and here I am. I came out here last November and enjoyed myself for 3 weeks with Sheila as my tour guide. Things connected between the two of us, and we ended up becoming a couple. A lot of people ask me about Sheila and our age gap. It's no secret there is a large age gap between us. I'm going to be 70 next month. Sheila's going to be 28 in September, so there's a 42-year age gap. It comes down basically to the maturity level of the girl that you're talking to and dating, and that you're going to eventually marry. And that's something that's going to happen with us here as well. A lot of people have asked, said that she's just marrying you for your money. And she's going to laugh about that because I don't have that much. I am not wealthy by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm going to tell you why. When I decided that I was going to move, was back in December of last year, 2023. And so I began trying to find out what I could sell, what I could keep, what I could ship over here. And I quickly discovered that most of my belongings had more of a sentimental value than they did any real value. My largest item that I had to pack up would have been my books. I had something like 2,600 books in my library. About a third of it was science fiction, a third of it was history, and the rest of it was either murder mystery stories or true life stories or fiction or politics or other things, history, etc., etc. I'm a big history buff. And I found out that my book collection wasn't worth that much other than on an intellectual level. I got offered, I believe, $145 for my book collection. I got offered $135 for my CD collection of over 1,000 CDs. And I got offered $100 for my DVD collection, which there were about 400 videos there. So it wasn't worthwhile for me to ship everything over. My electronics, if you watch videos of expats that have been here for a while, if you bring electronics from the United States over here, they tend to burn out fast. I've had several chargers burn out on me that were supposedly dual voltage chargers, and they just got extremely hot and eventually burned out. So I was told it would basically be cheaper and more cost efficient for me to buy electronics here, so I left most of my electronics back home. I packed up what I really wanted to keep, and my son is currently storing that in his garage. So what did I do with all my stuff? I gave it away. Most valuable thing I actually had were several rugs. They were probably worth $1,000 in the rugs, but where would I put those? How would I get them here? If I got them here, where would I put them? The condo we live in is maybe 20 square meters, or less than 200 square feet. So I wouldn't have any place to store it here, wouldn't have any place to put the rugs here. And put it in storage and bring my books over and put those in storage. I've already been carting these books around for 50 years and paid storage on them several times. It just wouldn't pay me to bring everything over. So I sold what I could, gave away most of what I had, gave my car to my son, and basically came over here with the money I had in the bank and the money and clothes on my back, and left everything back in Lafayette, Indiana, and had the person that took over my lease inherit a furnished apartment. So my house I furnished mainly through yard sales and bargain do-it-yourself furniture, electronics from various stores, mainly Amazon. So it just turned out that it would be cheaper to buy it here rather than spending $5,000-6,000 to ship it. Emotionally, what did I leave behind? I left behind my son, who's a little bit disappointed that I moved halfway around the world to find paradise for myself. His feeling was I could have moved to Costa Rica or Puerto Rico or someplace like that, even Mexico, where he could easily come down and get me. But he's upset that I moved halfway around the world, and I don't blame him. But he understands, and he wants me to be happy, and I love him for that. We do communicate often. I left my grandkids behind. When they were younger, there was more enthusiasm for their coming to visit with me. Now I'm just that old guy that comes over to the house every once in a while. So my grandkids, I love them to death. I'm going to miss watching them graduate from high school in most cases and just grow up. But my son is doing what he's doing. He's following in my footsteps with Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and other activities to keep them active and give them family memories. I left my friends behind. I really am one of those people that I have a lot of acquaintances, but not a lot of close friends. And I actually like it that way. I believe in quality, not quantity. My closest friends here right now are maybe 2 or 3 expats and most of her family. One of the most emotional things I left behind was my cat, Chester. He was a Maine Coon, beautiful tuxedo Maine Coon, and very loving, very mellow cat. Now, most of you are probably wondering, okay, you flew over here, what's the best way to fly? First of all, don't fly strictly economy and don't go for the cheapest seats. The cheapest seats on the cheapest airlines, if you're bigger than me, and I'm not all that big, if you're bigger than me, you're going to be like this the entire flight. And 19 hours in the air sitting like this is not fun. Spring for the economy plus, or if you can afford it, go online and look for a website that offers business class seats at a discount. You'll pay about half price on business class, and it'll be about double what you'll pay for economy. But believe me, 19, 20, 21 hours in the air, you're going to be far more comfortable doing that. Also, when you bring your bags to the airport, there's usually a 50-pound limit on bags and a limit of 2 bags. Anything over that, and you're going to pay through the nose to have it shipped out here. Now, there may be some things that you just gotta have, and you can ship those, but it'll cost you $200-300 extra. So you can ship those out here. I would go to your bank and convert $1,000 or $2,000 into Philippine pesos. But keep in mind that it is illegal to bring more than, I think it's 50,000 pesos in cash into the Philippines. So I would convert whatever amount that is in American dollars and bring that with you because it's going to be cheaper to do it at your bank than it is to do it here. Plus, you'll have ready cash for when you land and you need to pay for a taxi, and you need to, in some cases, pay cash for the hotel, depending on where you're staying. So I would bring probably 50,000 pesos. That's about $900, if I'm not mistaken. Then set a budget for yourself. That's something that we're still working on, is setting a budget. I found that we can live comfortably on about 10,000 pesos a week.
Yeah.
That's not a heck of a lot of money. 10,000 pesos is maybe $200. So if you can set your budget and you can stick to that, that leaves me $200, $300, $400 a month left in the bank. Now that budget, I don't budget into that the money that I'm giving her sister for school and other small expenses like sending her parents some money for groceries and things like that. That's over, above and beyond, and that comes out of my savings and her savings. But definitely set a budget for yourself. Do some research before you come over here. Go online and look at what prices are on Airbnb, or look at rental costs and find out a location where you want to live. Most expats, I'm in Cebu, so most expats want to live either in or near the IT park or in or near the business park. And if you want to hang out with a bunch of expats, that's the place to go. You'll meet a lot of other Westerners here, and you'll be able to associate with them. I kind of like hanging out with the Filipinos because I find them to be friendlier and less judgmental, and quite honestly less polarized. But do research before you come here. That will save you a lot of frustration, a lot of valuable time. Spend some time watching videos from Old Dog New Tricks, Paul in the Philippines, Mike's Philippine Retirement, Geo in the Philippines, Filipina P, Tim K, Chrissy K, Rue Beauty is another one. Amazing Philippines. Those are just a few that I've watched over the past several years to get a feel for what the Philippines would be like, understand the culture a little bit more, and to feel better about my move here. When you pack your bags coming here, don't pack a lot. Bring one pair of jeans, one pair of slacks, and maybe a couple shirts. I barely wear the t-shirts I brought here from the US. I bought this for about $8. And I wear shirts, linen shirts like this all the time. They're cooler, they're more breathable, they wick the sweat away faster and let it evaporate, and they just look nicer. So come out here. The only time that you're going to have a problem if you come out here and you're buying clothing is if you are over 5'10" and you weigh well over 250, 275 pounds. Then you're going to have a problem finding clothing, because one of the things I found here is that I have to buy clothes 2 sizes larger than what I normally wear, at least in the shirts. In the shirts, in the States, I wear a large, and depending on the shirt, maybe an extra large. Here I have to buy a 2 and 3 extra large shirt for it to fit me properly and not feel like I'm wearing something skin tight. Pants, measure around your waist with a measuring tape. Over here it's measured in centimeters. The waist sizes in the United States are not accurate. I was buying 36 and 38-inch waist pants in the United States, and they were actually 43 to 47 inches around. So they lie in the United States. You have to buy clothing here, and you have to be accurate with your waist size. I'm also exercising, so I'm gradually losing weight, and I'm having to buy new pants all the time. But buy cargo shorts, or bring cargo shorts, bring sandals, one pair of dress shoes, or any kind of closed shoe is fine. One pair of walking shoes is fine. 9 times out of 10, I'm in sandals and shorts. So the only thing that I would bring a lot of is if you have a particular brand of underwear, underpants that you prefer wearing, that is comfortable, that doesn't bind up on you and doesn't make you all sweaty and nasty down there. Bring every single pair you can, because they don't have Fruit of the Loom or Hanes or any of those Western names out here. You're buying from Japan, you're buying from China, you're buying from India here. And I bought the extra large here, and they fit really tight. I haven't been able to wear them. So bring your own underwear with you. Blue jeans, you can bring a pair of those out for special occasions. Those are actually considered dressing up here. But a pair of slacks that are thinner, cotton twill slacks, those will actually work better. Also bring an umbrella. You're going to need it here, aren't you? I brought 2. She uses one, I use one. And the last thing I'm going to touch on is medication. If you're older like me, you're going to have medication. Go to your doctor. Get a 6-month supply. And bring it all over with you. I had one suitcase that was 2/3 filled with medication bottles. Do not take them out of the bottle and put them in baggies. Do not throw away the labels. Keep those, because wherever you stop, you're going to be going from the international terminal to the domestic terminal, and then back to the international terminal again. They will put your bags through their security once more. And if they see something that they find suspicious, like they did with mine, they will open it up and go, "What's this?" They'll look at it, and as long as they all have the medical tags on them, they were fine. They got suspicious about the bio stuff I was bringing in to help my digestive tract, and they actually confiscated one bottle in South Korea, and they broke it. So because they wondered what it was, they didn't know what it was. But keep all your medical labels on there, and then when you get here, buy medical insurance so you can go to the doctor and get your medication refilled. It's very easy to get your medications refilled here. The cost is about the same for your medications here as it is in the States. Some things are cheaper, some things are not. A lot of the over-the-counter drugs that you're going to look to get, like aspirin, Tylenol, ibuprofen, naproxen, stuff like that, that you have to go see the druggist for, and they give it to you in blister packs. The drugstores here do not have a lot of over-the-counter things set up on the counter. They may have vitamins, and that's about it. So that's what I wanted to bring to you today, is what to bring when you fly over. Keep it simple. Don't bring a lot, and just get your stuff here. You can either shop in Lazada, Shopee, Temu, or you can go to the Uke stores here, or go to the malls and find some clothing there. You're going to pay a lot more in the malls than you will on Lazada and these other places. But shop where it's most convenient for you, but make sure you're getting a good deal. All right? And again,
Yeah.
I'm Jack. I'm also known as the Cyberspace Cowboy. I'm the Hoosier Hippie. This is Sheila.
Yes, the Falcon Princess.
And be sure to follow her page as
Yeah,
well.
guys, don't forget to subscribe my channel.
And if anybody out there is interested in being interviewed by Sheila, she's looking for people to interview.
Yes.
And you can contact her through this site or her site, which is Palm Princess and Hoosier Hippie. And we'll be more than glad, if you're in the Cebu area, to get together with you at the IT park, business park, or wherever. And she will go through a few questions with you. It's not going to be anything real personal. She's just practicing for one job that she has, as well as for her own page. And we'd love to have you on the channel. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.